प्रणवार्ताय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्ताय शुद्धज्ञानमूर्तये। स्वामी निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sumukascha Yekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketur Ganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambah Skandhapurvajaha Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasya Dvirada Vaktradhya Parishadhya Parastatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamastraye Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheswaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Saha Virjankaravavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gananantva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anasrunvannotibhisvi dasadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Bhirvajinivati Dhinam Vitrayavatu Ganesaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. My loving and humble pranams to every one of you, and my loving pranams at the lotus feet of my dearest Swami, with infinite grace, as giving me this opportunity, this blessed opportunity, this satsang to be with you all. To today, the subject will be, we are now after completing Vishnu Suktam, meaning, brief meaning only, because I'm definitely not qualified to share the meaning of what the Vedic Rishigal actually said. In my limited understanding of whatever I could understand and experience with our own dearest Swami is what I'm sharing with you. Before taking up the meaning of Sri Suktam, the thought occurred to share a portion from the Taitreeya Upanishad. This is the portion that some of you, if not all of you, may have seen. Those of you who have seen or heard the convocation that takes place at Prashanti Nilayam, before the Chancellor is seated on the dais, along with the Vice Chancellor, invited chief guests, department heads, and several other persona. Before the convocation proceedings begin, when Swami says, I declare the convocation open, beautiful mantra words those are, then you will always see a group of students dressed in the proper attire to recite Vedam. They will be standing on the right side of Swami. A few of them, a group of them will be there in front of a microphone. They all will be standing and they will be chanting this particular Anuvaagam from Taitreeya Upanishad, Seekshaa Valli. Seekshaa Valli itself is a treasure that is beyond description. It's amazing not only to chant it, to hear it chanted, but when you understand the meaning of what Seekshaa Valli says, it really clean bowls you over. It bowls you over because all the knowledge that needs to be taught in any school, whatever degree it may be, they are all taught in that particular Upanishad, Seekshaa Valli. So after teaching the knowledge about Bhagavan, the knowledge about creation, the knowledge about our life, what is our duty, what is the relationship between me and this nature, the Prakriti and Bhagavan, what is it I should do? I mean, every aspect, science, spirituality, you name it, everything is captured there. How creation takes place, everything is there. But after giving this beautiful, unbelievable depth of knowledge to the students, the teacher at the convocation time, before bidding them farewell, he sends them away with a very powerful summary of all the teachings of what the students must do. This is what our own Swami in his convocation time, even today, even this year, if you attend the convocation, you will see the same thing. But the students all recite. It's such a powerful message from the teacher to the students, from the Vedic Rishi to you and to me, because we are all students. So that is a brief introduction of why this thought occurred to me, to share it with you, because it's very important in life to share all treasures with everybody else, right? So now that is a brief introduction. Now let me recite the first Anuvaagam. You have it in both Tamil and English. So முதல் அனுவாக்கம், முதல்ல இந்த இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் கான்டெக்ட் வந்து இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசிட்டேன். தமிழ் இங்கிலீஷ் ரெண்டுத்தையும் நான் சொல்றேன். பிகாஸ் நம்மளுக்கு நிறைய பேருக்கு தமிழ் வந்து தாய்மொழியா இருக்கு. தாய்மொழியில பேசுறதும் சுலபம், தாய்மொழியில பேசுறதும் தெளிவா இருக்கும், கேட்கறதும் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பவர்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும் தாய்மொழியில கேட்கறதுக்கு. ஸோ உங்களுக்கு வந்து தமிழ்ல இருக்கு எழுத்தாப்புல ஸ்லைட்ல, அண்ட் சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துலயும் இருக்கு. சம்ஸ்கிருதம் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், ஏன்னா சப்தங்கள் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், இந்த அக்ஷர சுத்தம் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அதை விட ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் வந்து காஞ்சி பரமாச்சாரியார் சொல்றார், that வந்து ஸ்வரம் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸ்வரம் இஸ் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஈவன் இஃப் ஐ டோன்ட் கெட் தி அக்ஷர சுத்தம் ப்ராப்பர்லி, I must get the swaram absolutely perfectly. That is the command from our Kanchi Mahaperiva. So the first Anuvaakam goes like this. Om Veda Manuchyacharyon Vasina Manusasti Satyam Vada Dharmanchara Vadhyayan ma pramadah Acharyaya priyam dhanamahritya prajatantum ma vyavachetsi. And Up to that point is the first Anuvaagam. Okay. He has got some more in there. Okay, no problem. Satyanna pramaditavyam dharmanna pramaditavyam kusalanna pramaditavyam bhutyaina pramaditavyam svadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam devapitrikaryabhyam na pramaditavyam. Up to that point, it shows us Anuvaagam 1 in the slide that we have. So we will take it up. The first line, so basically, several guiding principles for our life are given here. நம்ம வாழ்க்கையை எப்படி நடத்துவது என்பதற்கு பல உபதேசங்கள் ஆச்சாரியர் கொடுக்கிறார். உபதேசம் அப்புறம் அதை கட்டளை அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். இதை பின்பற்று, விடாம பின்பற்று. Not only these are advices, but also he says, this is a command. This is a command from Bhagavan. Follow that. Don't be lax about it. Okay, very important. Covering all situations in our life are covered here. Now, the first line we will take as we normally do. Padangal, first I'll give you, and then what that pada arthangal are, and then what is the full sentences. Okay, so pada artham, pada pirivu, breaking it into padangal, பதத்தை பிரித்து பதத்திற்கு அர்த்தத்தை சொல்லி அதற்கப்புறம் அந்த ரிஷி நம்மளுக்கு என்ன சொல்லி தரார், வாக்கியங்கள் என்ன வருது அப்படின்னு நம்ம பார்ப்போம் வித் பகவானோட அனுகிரகத்துல. வேதமனுச்சாச்சார்யோந்தே வாசேன மனுசாஸ்தி. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லைன் பதம் வேதம் அனுச்ய ஆச்சார்யः அந்தேவாசினம் அனுசாஸ்தி. வேதம் அனுச்ய ஆச்சார்யः அந்தேவாசினம் அனுசாஸ்தி. வேதம், வேதத்தை அனுச்ய சொல்லிக் கொடுத்து விட்டு, உபதேசித்து விட்டு, கற்பித்த பிறகு ஆச்சாரியக ஆச்சாரியரானவர் குரு அந்தேவாசினம் மாணவர்களிடம் அனுசாஸ்திரி போதிக்கிறார். வேதம் வேதம் anuchya after completing teaching the Vedic studies. Acharya the Acharya Antevasinam to the students. Anusasti, he Upadesam, he Bodhika, he advises. So, Acharya Vedam Anuchya Antevasinam Anusasti. That's the way we normally understand. Okay? So, overall sentence, வேதங்களை கற்பித்த பிறகு ஆச்சாரியர் மாணவர்களுக்கு சில அறநெறிகளை உபதேசிக்கிறார். After completing the studies of the Veda according to the prescribed syllabus, right? The study is completed. They are to be convocation, what we call graduation ceremony, right? After completing all that, Acharya advises very important aranerigal, the dharmic practices to be followed in life to the students. First one, Satyam Vada. Now, all of you would have seen this Satyam Vada Dharman Chara is the guiding motto of Swami's educational institutions. And those of you who have heard or read Bhagavan's discourses would know the value, the supreme primary value Bhagavan put in this teaching, Satyam Vada Dharman Chara. Bhagavan Sai Baba himself, we call him as Satya Sai Baba. Okay, now Swami says, the Satyam, of course, one classic example is it's something that doesn't change over time. No, it is much more than that. Swami says, Satyam, the whole creation, the whole world, the universe, the creation comes out of Satyam, is sustained by Satyam, and finally it's absorbed back into Satyam. Now, we all know, even a child knows what Satyam is. A small child, if you go and talk, because the child always speaks the truth. Everybody knows, even a child knows what a Satyam is, because that is what our conscience is telling us, isn't it? And Satyam Vada, speak the truth. Unmayai pesu. Okay, easily said. Now, the couple of things I wanted to share with you on this, because it is so important and it's such a familiar phrase. So let us just review advice from elders. Very important. By the way, now I'm following here sharing the meanings based upon the Ramakrishna Mission publication in Mylapore, and the compiler, the person who has given the meaning is Swami Asudoshananda. Okay, and whatever I understand and share with you is based upon my limited understanding of Swami's teachings only. Okay, so the elders that are quoted here, very important for us to refer to that, to strengthen, because unmayai pesu, speak the truth. You know, we just, yes, I've heard this before. It is like saying love all, serve all. Yes, I've heard it so many times. I don't even hear it anymore, isn't it? And such a familiar phrase. So I move on. So it's time to stop and just little bit review what on earth is this that Swami is talking about here. Satyam Vada. Now, I'll quote something from Tirukkural. Basically, Satyam is, Thiruvalluvar says, a word spoken, a speech spoken that causes no harm, absolutely no harm to anybody else, to any other being. All the beings, not only to other human beings, but other non-human beings also. The word should be spoken in such a way. And in Manusastram, even Dasharatha Maharaja asked the same question and the Rishi answers what Satyam is. And Swami also says the same thing, which I'll share with you in just a minute. Okay. And Thiruvalluvar says, just to quote that in Tirukkural, Vaime enapaduvadu Yadanin, Yadandrum, Thimai Shalal. Okay. So that brief translation I already gave you. Now, the same question is asked to a Rishi, and Rishi answers to Dasharatha Maharaja, even though it is a Manusastram. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat. Na bruyat satyam apriyam. Priyancha nanrutam bruyat. Yeshaha, Rajan, dharmaha sanatanaha. This is the sanatana dharmam. Is Satyam bruyat. Speak the truth. Unmayai pesu. Priyam bruyat. Anbaha pesu. Anbudan pesu. Anbinil pesu. Anbodu kalandu pesu. Soynalamatra anbu. Priyam bruyat. Bhagawanudan aikyam vechindu pesறது. because Bhagavan is Prema Swarupa only. So Priyam Bruyat means speak lovingly with selfless love, with keeping Bhagavan's company in mind. That is Priyam Bruyat. Na Bruyat Satyam Apriyam. Na Bruyat, na Satyam na Bruyat Apriyam. Don't speak the truth in a harmful way, in a non-sweet way, without love. Unlovingly, don't speak the truth. உண்மையை மற்றவர்களுக்கு தீங்கு விளைக்கும்படி பேசாதே. ந பிரியம். Okay, apriyam na bhruyat. Now, same way, I can speak very sweetly, but I can tell a lie that is not true. With priyam cha na anrutam bruyat. Very important. Even if a lie it is there, just don't speak it sweetly. Speak the truth. Speak it sweetly. Don't speak the truth unsweetly. And don't speak a lie sweetly. Swami says there are two things that are the blemishes that we have. You must have seen it in recent message that came from Satya Sai institutions. Okay. The same thing Bhagavan says. One thing that Swami does not like is sweetness in heart, but harshness in words. Okay, that he says he doesn't like. Very bad. It's a big blemish. The Satyam, Apriyam na Bruyate. Sweetness may be there in the heart. I may really want to help someone, selflessly serve someone. But if I speak it harshly, okay, Apriyam, that's a blemish. Now, I may have harshness in my heart. I may speak sweetly. That's also a blemish, a big blemish. Swami says, that is Priyam cha na Anrutam. Say, Anrutam, Priyam cha na Bruyat. All these have to be followed for Satyam. Very simple in walk. When Thiruvalluvar says, it is to do with the speech. Now, Swami is quoting the Manusastram and he says how the speech should be. And in Bhagavad Gita, he further explains it. Satyam vada. It's a tapas I have to do. And this is called the walk tapas. Okay, the tapas, the penance, the discipline of speech. In Adhyayam 17, you will see Anudvekakaram Vakyam Satyam Priyahitam cha yat. Very important. It should not cause any agitation either to the listener or to the speaker or to the environment. Anudvekakaram. I think when you hear Swami speak, there's no agitation from him or to the listener or to the environment. It should be Anudvekakaram, very important. Whatever I speak, okay, that should cause no disturbance to me, to the listener, and to the environment. And then that's Anudvekakaram Vakyam, Satyam, Priyam. It should be, we saw that, Hitam. It should be moderate, beneficial. Otherwise, not to speak. These are some of the pointers, guidelines to follow and to practice and to do sadhana for Satyam Vada. Satyam Vada. Unmayai pesu. Speak the truth. Now, another important lesson from Bhagavan that occurs to me to share with you. When we pronounce it, we must pronounce it properly. Satyam Vada. Unmayai pesu. But Swami says, nowadays, we are doing Satyam Vada. We are killing the truth. So be careful how you say it. Satyam Vada. Okay, not Vada. Vada means to kill. Vada means to speak. So that is Swami saying. Now, next one is Dharmanchara. Okay. Dharmatai kadaipidi. Follow, conduct yourself in a dharmic way. This is what the Acharya is advising the Antevasinaha. Antevasinaha means students, Manavargal. So, Dharma. So, Swami, what is Dharmam? This cannot be put in words. Neither Satyam cannot be put in words. Only that's been explained by elders, and a couple of examples, a couple of explanations I shared with you. And what Swami himself has started about Satyam, I shared with you. Okay. Now, what about Dharmam? Such a familiar word. And what is Dharmam? What is not Dharmam? See, the Manasakshi we have, the conscience we have, is absolutely reliable support on this. Absolutely, 100% guaranteed. If I just listen to it, there is no problem. Okay. And the doubt comes only in the Manas, not in the Manasakshi. சந்தேகங்கள் எல்லாம் மனதில் உண்டாகின்றன. மனசாட்சி எப்பொழுதுமே ஸ்திரமா இருக்கும். ப்ராப்பர் கைட். ஓகே. So when I'm doubtful what is dharmam, what is adharmam, the easiest thing to do is to turn to the manasakshi, my own conscience, the witness, Bhagavan, which is nothing but prema. Okay. Now this is where sadhana comes in. But Swami, I don't know how to do it. My mind is going all over the place. How do I do it? So here Acharya is teaching the summary after teaching the full Seekshaa Valli. Okay, remember that. So all these have been already explained. And the students are very smart, very brilliant. They are attentively they are listening. So they have no doubts. But a person like me will have doubts. So for that, our Bhagavan has taken avataram and tells us two things that we can easily follow in our life. They're not difficult. Trust me, it is not difficult. But practice is something I can do. Very easy to practice. Just like anything else. If I want to run a marathon, I have to practice. And that is not easy, but practice itself is simple. But it takes its time, isn't it? Like that, the practice is very simple. Swami, first thing he says, whatever you do, first thing, very important thing, he says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja, he says. Okay, how Bhagavan explains it, which is so beautiful. He says, people translate it as saying, give up all dharma and all this and then just, no. That's not what it is. What Swami is it? Give up all the charchaigal. Edu dharmam illai and the charchaigalai vittu. Give up all the argument, the discussion, the debates about what dharma is and what dharma is not. Give it up. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam braja. Turn to me. Okay, put all your burden on me. Enidam unude sumayai vaithu vidu. That is a dharmam. That's the only dharmam. Nothing else. Because how do I know something I really do not know? Simple. Now, the other thing is what Bhagavan says, but how can I put all my burden on you and turn to you? That's where the problem comes. I'm willing to do it. Fine, you want to take all my burden and all my load off my shoulders and my mind and all that. I want to be peaceful. Okay, take everything. But my mind is coming in the way. So, for that, Bhagavan says very simply, you're doing work all the time, aren't you? Yes, Swami. Morning to night, night to morning, I'm doing only work. I'm a working machine. I cannot escape it. I'm bound by work. The machine, the work is actually making me. I'm not doing the work, but the work is doing me. I'm not able to stop it. Fine. He says, beautiful. Then what you do, let the work do you. Don't worry about it. But whatever work that is doing you, you just consider that as my work. Mat karma kritu, he says, it is all my work, it is not your work. First think that way, then do that. Since it is my work, do that as worship. Work as worship, do that. Okay. And then, since it is my work and you're worshipping that work itself, do that lovingly. Mat bhaktaha, he says. Okay, Swami, I can practice this. But what about the work is coming, I want the result in some way. Don't worry about that. You just do the work as worship, and because it is my work, not yours. Whatever work that comes to you is not yours. Mat karma krita, mat bhaktaha, mat paramo. Okay, this is very important teaching. And again, I think Bhagavad Gita, maybe Visurupa Darshan Yoga, probably at Adhyayam 11, I think. I think that must be one of the last slokas there, if I remember right. So, this is a very important teaching from Swami. So, one point is, all the work I do this as Swami's work, as worship, and do that lovingly. Then what happens to my mind? My mind is now beginning to think of Swami. So, when a question comes, what on earth is dharma? What is not dharma? Okay, should I do this? Should I not do this? I'm not worried. Swami, you take this burden. I really don't know. I really do not know. Give the burden to him. Mamekam sharanam braja. That dharmam chara. Follow that dharmam. So, like this, practice it is the final advice. Now, here also, our own Swami tells us what is happening in today is dharmam chara, we say. Instead of saying dharman chara, nowadays people are doing dharman chara. They are putting dharma into pieces. One is satyam vada, they are killing satyam, and dharman chara, they are breaking into pieces. That is what's happening today, is what Swami says. So when you and I, when we recite this mantram, which is the guiding principle, the primary principle that Bhagavan is teaching, the Satya Sai Baba, the Satya Avataram, his main teaching is that even the 5 human values, okay, Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa, he says, right? Satya, everything, that is the basis. Dharma is the operating principle of love. Satya is the love that comes out in words, in speech. Shanti is nothing but the being of love, of being lovingly. Ahimsa is the conduct of love. So this is, the Satyam is so important. Satyam Vada, Dharman Chara. Those are the first 2 important teachings from Acharya to the students. Now we will continue. My time is up, I think, and continue and partake this in our next session. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Namaskaram. Are you all happy? Any questions, comments, thoughts, observations? Please share it here or in the group text message. And I turn it over to the coordinator to what the next step is. Anyone else? There is absolute silence. I don't hear anybody.
Present. Mr. Krishnaswami, I have a question, Janaki.
Yes. Yes.
Can you direct me to the lines in English transliteration, please, somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
I was-
Okay. What you do? Yeah. You go into www.prapatti.com. PRAPATTI.com. And
Yes.
I'll send you the text for it. I'll send you the link for it. Okay. It's easy.
Thank you so much. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. Anybody else? Good. Then are we closing? Can we close then for today?
Okay, sir.
Sai Ram.